All right. Welcome to the third of 4 conference bracket videos. There are 32 brackets for conference tournaments. There's 32 conferences. We've already done 12. So there's 20 more. We're going to do 10 today, 10 tomorrow. Now, of the 20 left, these would be the 10 smallest conferences, these are all one bid leagues, pretty much. All of these conferences are pretty much whoever wins the conference is getting in. It's one and done. The 10 that are going to be tomorrow are going to pretty much all be multi-bid leagues. Like tomorrow we're going to do the SEC, the ACC, the Big 10, the Big 12, the Pac-12, the A-10, the Mountain West, the American, the Big East. We're going to do all of those multi-bid leagues. But without further ado, there will be further ado. Sorry. The QBS Bracket Challenge is officially live. I know you guys are going to be very excited to play in that. It is the bracket challenge we do every year. You may have seen my video already. I've been posting about it on all my socials. On Instagram, follow me at QueensBell Sports. I've been posting everywhere. There's already over 70 people in there. But if you've not joined it already, click the link in the description. You can go join the tournament challenge. Winner gets to come on the channel. Talk about their bracket. So the link is in the description. Go join that if you haven't already. Anyway, let's get to some picks. Now, I don't know anything about the WAC. I know very little about the WAC. Cal Baptist and Rio Grande Valley. I have no idea. I guess we'll just take Cal Baptist. Utah Valley and Chicago State. Now, Chicago State, for the longest time, has been one of, if not the worst team in college basketball. But they upset New Mexico State, the number 1 seed in the conference, as 17-point underdogs. And Utah Valley actually upset BYU earlier in the season when BYU was, I think, ranked in the top 10. But Utah Valley has since fallen off. I'm still going to pick them here, though, because Chicago State is not a very good team. I mean, there's a reason they're last place in the conference. Cal Baptist and Sam Houston State. I really don't know anything about these teams, so we'll just take Sam Houston State. And then Abilene Christian and Utah Valley. See, I haven't seen Abilene Christian play. They made the tournament last year, beat Texas, but the fact that they're only a 6 team means they probably lost a lot of their good players. I'll take Utah Valley just because I saw them beat BYU earlier this year. That's the only reason. Sam Houston State and Grand Canyon. No clue. I'm going to take Sam Houston State. And you know what? We're riding with Utah Valley. I saw them play once. They looked great. We're going to ride. We're going to rock with it. I will be taking New Mexico State, though, in this semifinal game. New Mexico State usually wins this conference. They're usually the favorite. So I'm going to take them. And then Seattle and Utah Valley. Seattle has looked pretty good this year. They have been who I've had in this bracket. They've who I've had in bracketology coming out of this bracket. So I'm going to take Seattle. And then to win the championship, see, New Mexico State always wins this conference, and teams are tired of that. So I feel like Seattle's going to come out with a new intensity. Give me Seattle U to win this conference and make the tournament. I think they have a national title, actually, from the 40s or something like that. Either they have a national title or they made a national title, something like that. So yeah, let's clear this and let's get to the next conference, which is the Swac. Another one bid league. All these teams, none of these teams are very good, so it's gonna be a one bid league. Alcorn State and Prairie View A&M. Don't know much about either of these teams. By the way, if you guys are curious, the dates on all the games, if you want to watch any of these games, the dates are on there. Or they should be on there at least. Florida A&M and Alabama A&M. I had Florida A&M in in bracketology for a while. They kind of fell off a little bit. And we'll take them over Alabama A&M, though. Texas Southern, the favorite, I would say, to win this conference, even though they're not the number 1 seed. The reason I think they're the favorite is because they beat Florida earlier in the year. They were 0-7, and they beat Florida. So I'll take them to win. And then Southern and Grambling. Now, I know in football, at least in football, this is a huge rivalry. Huge rivalry in football, Southern and Grambling. These two schools do not like each other. They both suck in basketball, though. I've got all higher seeds. Gotta mix a little bit of upset flavor in there. Give me Grambling. Okay, next round, Alcorn State and Florida A&M. There are some conferences I know quite a bit about, and there are some like this conference where it's just like, I have no idea. Florida A&M. Give me the Rattlers. And then Texas Southern will beat Grambling, and Texas Southern usually wins this conference, and they have the last few years, so. And they beat Florida, so give me Texas Southern to take home the Swac title. Next conference up is, I think this is the Southland. Yes, the Southland. We got Houston Baptist and Incarnate Word. Houston Baptist should take this one. And then Northwestern State and McNeese State. Another one of those matchups where it's just like, flip a coin, man. I'll take Northwestern State, mostly because they have a really cool logo. Look up Northwestern State's logo, the one with like the pitchfork in the state of Louisiana. It looks really cool. So give me Northwestern State. Houston Baptist and A&M Corpus Christi. I'm gonna take Corpus Christi. I had them in bracketology for a little bit. They looked decent to start the year, kind of fell off a little bit. And then New Orleans and Northwestern State. Jeez, who the hell is picking these games? I'll take Northwestern State. Why not? And Nichols and A&M Corpus Christi. I'm going to take Nichols. They won the regular season title last year for this conference, but they lost to Abilene Christian in the conference tournament. I'm going to say it's a revenge tour for Nichols. And you know what? We're going to rock with Northwestern State. Why not? Cinderella 6th seed to the championship. But all in all, I think Nichols will end up winning this conference. They are, I think, the best team in the conference. Nichols State to win the Southland Conference. The MAC. Now, Toledo and Ohio both had great records in the regular season. It was looking like they both could maybe make the tournament, but then Ohio kind of fell off. So Toledo's definitely the favorite to win this conference. Ohio still has a really good team, and Kent State also has a good, respectable team. But Toledo, they kind of got snubbed last year. Like, they could have made it as a play and they didn't get it. They're still a really good team. So they're the favorite. They will most definitely beat Central Michigan. Who else we got? We got Akron and Buffalo. Buffalo used to be real good. They used to have, that one year they were, elite or whatever. They, made the Sweet 16 or something. Not happening this year. Give me Akron. Akron almost beat Ohio State this year. They were, down 1 to Ohio State, the final seconds, and they won. Or they lost at the very end. I'm going to take Miami of Ohio, just because I know nothing about either one of these teams, and at no point will you see me take all the higher seeds in the first round. I'm just not going to do it, because it never ends up happening. So give me Miami. And then I think Ohio will end up beating Ball State pretty easily. Listen, I have friends that go to Ball State, and they're just not very good. So Ohio for the win. Now, I definitely think that the championship is going to be pretty easy to predict here. I think there's without a doubt it's going to be Ohio and Toledo. Now, people thought both these teams could make the tournament. I was one of those people at one point. I don't think that's going to end up happening. So to go to the NCAA tournament, I'm rocking with the Rockets. Toledo's looked really good all year. And I think they're the favorite and will ultimately end up winning this conference. All right, next we have the MEAC, the other of the HBCU conferences. Let's see, who do we got here? Norfolk State, heavy favorite to win this conference. I feel like they always win this conference. What was the last time you've seen any one of these teams in the tournament? Oh, never? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, Norfolk State they run this conference. Morgan State and South Carolina State. I'm going to take the Bears. Give me Morgan State. I had them in bracketology for a little bit. They were winning this conference at one point. Howard and Coppin State. Not a clue in the world. I'll take Howard. They almost beat Notre Dame this year. They played Notre Dame at home in some HBCU MLK Classic thing, and they almost won. So Howard for the win. And because I don't want to pick all higher seeds in the first round, I don't even know who you... Oh, Maryland Eastern Shore. Why not? Give me Maryland Eastern Shore. Now, Norfolk State and Howard are definitely the two best teams in this bracket, so they're going to meet in the championship. And I'm going to take Howard because I did see them play against Notre Dame. Didn't look too bad. So I'll be taking Howard just because of that one game against Notre Dame where they didn't look too badly. All right, next we have the MAAC, which I think stands for Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. All right. Manhattan and Rider. I have not the faintest clue in the world. They both have the exact same record. Give me Manhattan. Why not? The Jaspers. Fairfield and Canisius. Fairfield is a baseball school, or at least they were this past year. They went 30-0 to start the year in baseball or something. They made the tournament too, as an at-large bid too. As they lost their conference tournament. A team from this conference normally doesn't get an at-large bid in baseball. I know I'm rambling on about Fairfield baseball too much, but I'll pick them here. Marist and Quinnipiac, 6 and 11. I'll take Marist. My friends go to Marist High School in Chicago, and whenever I try to look up their scores, it always brings me to this college. It kind of annoys me. All right. Iona or Manhattan. This is going to be pretty easy for me. The Gales are definitely the favorites in this conference. They won the regular season, and they beat Alabama. And they're coached by Rick Pitino. So, Iona, when I was trying to look at conference brackets, it was showing me betting odds for each conference. Iona has the worst odds, as in the worst payout if you bet Iona of any conferences. There are such heavy favorites in those conferences. Monmouth and Niagara. Monmouth usually has a decent team, so we'll take them. St. Peter's and Fairfield. This isn't baseball, so we will be taking St. Peter's. Fairfield only really good in baseball. And then Siena and Marist. Siena was supposed to be really good this year. and they kind of disappointed. Like, they were supposed to win the conference, and they kind of disappointed. So, just because of that, Marist. Now, Iona and St. Peter's are definitely the two best teams in this conference, and they should meet in the conference title. And Iona's going to win it. I mean, this is, I think, an obvious pick. I mean, Iona's definitely the best team in this conference. So, give me the Gales to win the MAAC conference. Oh, next we have the conference that'll take the quickest to do. We have the Ivy League. Now, you might think, Quincy, these aren't the only 4 teams of the Ivy League, and you'd be right. But the Ivy League only takes the top 4 teams to their conference tournament, and it's only a 2-day tournament, Saturday, Sunday. It starts the latest of any of the conference tournaments. So let's see if we can get a perfect bracket here. I mean, we only got to get 3 games right. So let's do it. Princeton and Cornell. I'm definitely going to be taking Princeton. They have a really good record, and if they win this conference, they would, I think, get a pretty good seed, like at least a 13. They are like 25-6. Good record from Princeton. I would take them. Yale and Penn. We'll take Yale. I kind of like the fact that they don't let everyone play in the conference tournament. It puts more importance on the regular season, so that's one thing that the Ivy League does. See, Big Brain's got some good ideas. And to win the conference, I'm going to take Princeton. They are a very good fundamental team. I saw something that they had like the best assist to turnover ratio in the country or something like that. They take care of the ball. They don't turn it over. And they might be a sneaky little upset pick come March if you like your Ivy League teams. They go out taking Princeton. All right. This is Conference USA. Let's get it started. UTSA and Southern Miss. Don't know anything. We'll take Southern Miss. FIU and Marshall. Man, Marshall's bad. So it's like FIU. Charlotte and Rice. I have no idea. Rice for the win. FIU and Louisiana Tech. We'll take La Tech. UTEP and Old Dominion. I'll take UTEP just because North Texas is by far the best team in this conference. And UTEP just beat them, so give me UTEP. And then we'll take FAU, Florida Atlantic over Southern Miss. We will be taking North Texas. Easily, man. You know I love me some mean green. We're going to take Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky usually has a really good team. They took North Texas to overtime last year in the conference title game. So, we'll take UTEP. Looked good against North Texas, and I don't like Middle Tennessee since they beat Michigan State in that one game. And we'll take definitely UAB. They're also a really good team, just like North Texas. Speaking of North Texas, they will make the title game. And UAB will also make the title game. And to win this conference, this will be close. UAB's got a solid team, but ultimately, you know who we got to rock with, baby. Mean Green for the win. Oh no, I keep deleting stuff. No! I keep accidentally deleting what's behind this. Okay. Big West. We will be taking Cal State Northridge over Bakersfield. CSUN for the win. All right. UC Davis and Cal Poly. Didn't UC Davis beat Arizona State? No, that was UC Riverside. Yeah, and they're also in here, so that's interesting. All right. Long Beach State and Northridge. I will be taking Long Beach State. Irvine and Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara, not what they were last year. Give me the Anteaters of Irvine. Hawaii, or no, UC Davis and Cal State Fullerton. Not a clue in the world. I want an upset. Damn it, I keep fucking this up. Give me UC Davis. And then Hawaii and UC Riverside. UC Riverside beat Arizona State on that full court shot at like the first week of the season. That's enough for me. Riverside for the win. Now, Long Beach State played UC Irvine like a week ago. And Long Beach State was up by like 30 points. Or no, UC Irvine was up by like 30 points. And Long Beach State ended up coming all the way back, but ended up losing by like 2 or 3. But UC Irvine looked dominant in that game, and they looked really like a strong contender, and they've made the tournament in the past. And I'm going to take Riverside in this battle of the upsets, but ultimately, I think that the Anteaters will win this conference. UC Irvine for the win. By the way, I don't mean to brag or anything, but of the conferences whose tournament games have already been completed, I'm 3 for 3. I picked Longwood, Loyola, and who else won? And Longwood, Loyola, and Murray State. I picked all of them. Now, I think this is the last one. Yes, this is the last one. Last conference. Big Sky. Oh, this is the women's bracket. Shoot. Hold on. Big Sky bracket. Big Sky tournament time, dates. All right, I'll just say it. I'll just say my picks instead of actually making a bracket. Sacramento State will beat Idaho. Portland State will beat Idaho State. Montana will beat Northern Arizona. Sacramento State will lose to Montana State. Weber State will beat Eastern Washington. Portland State, Southern Utah will beat Portland State. And Montana will beat Northern Colorado. Montana State will beat Weber State. Southern Utah will beat Northern Colorado. And I love Southern Utah, but Montana State's looked really good all year, and Montana State is the favorite. So, Montana State will win the conference. How long was this video? 23 minutes. Well, if you're still here, you're a real one, and I love you, and I hope you the best in your future endeavors, and so long till next time.